Hello everybody and welcome to this Spooktacular Halloween edition of Top Row Reality right here on YouTube. I am, of course, 3H along with China Cabinet. Hello, welcome. It's almost a little deep there, China Cabinet. Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy each and every segment this week, because a lot of episodes this week, and it's going to be spooktacular. Exactly.
Hello everybody and welcome to part 6 of episode 33 of our big Halloween Spooktacular. We're going to do we have Carter's Corner.
That's right, up there.
Corner up here. Probably right about here in our heads.
Probably so.
Because we go too far, we're like touching it and everything.
That's right.
But Carter's Corner,
Lifting it up in the air.
as we do talk about our Top Row Reality brand split.
Yes, 2 weeks ago we talked about the brand split and what it could mean to the WWE now and how they should do it.
Yes.
So we're going to say, you know what, we're going to take the roster. He's going to do his, I'm going to do mine, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so let me start off.
You can start it off.
Let me see if I can see. Turn it off there.
Yes.
Because I need to see.
Uh,
And you're...
yes. Sinus
Okay.
infection. It happens.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9, and 3, 6, 9. I've got 9 main eventers for Raw and 9 main eventers for SmackDown.
Very good.
I've got John Cena, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, Brock, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, and The Rock
Very good.
for Raw.
Very good.
9 main eventers.
That's good.
In SmackDown, you have Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Luke Harper,
Yes.
Bad News Barrett, Rusev, Jericho, The Miz, and of course, the main guy for SmackDown, The Undertaker.
Yes. Okay.
Do your main eventers.
Well, I kind of threw them all in there, but I can pick them out here. So Raw, I have Lesnar, I have Bray Wyatt, I have Dean Ambrose, I have Randy Orton, I have Seth Rollins, and I have Bad News Barrett. That's my main eventers.
Okay.
And then let's see her. Let me mark these people off here. I see what you're doing there, buddy. And then for SmackDown, my main eventers. I know you went a totally different route here, but I'm gonna say put John Cena on SmackDown. They want the ratings on SmackDown so bad. I have John Cena, Sheamus, Big Show. I have Roman Reigns. I have Rusev. And honestly, I guess you could put Cesaro in there as a main eventer, and that's all I have of the main eventers for SmackDown.
Okay. Then I'll go with my mid-carders for Raw. I have Kane, Christian, Eric Rowan, Rey Mysterio, R-Truth, Mark Henry, Adrian Neville from NXT,
Nice.
Kevin Owens from NXT, Adam Rose, Khali, Darren Young, David Otunga, and Damian Mizdow.
Nice.
For SmackDown, I have Big Show, Bo Dallas, Jack Swagger, Tyson Kidd, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, CJ Parker,
Saving the world.
Justin Gabriel, Zack Ryder, and Xavier Woods.
Very good. My mid-carders for Raw are Dolph Ziggler. They are Kane, Xavier Woods, Ryback, R-Truth, Darren Young, Christian, and Bo Dallas. So altogether on the individual people, I have 14 people for Raw. I have 13 total people for SmackDown. My mid-carders for SmackDown are Jack Swagger, along with Zeb Colter. I have Tyson Kidd, Zack Ryder, Curtis Axel, Mark Henry, Justin Gabriel, and Adam Rose. I did not pull anybody from NXT.
Okay.
I just left it as the WWE people. Now, I would pull some people up, obviously.
Yes.
But I just left it with the WWE guys.
All right. Tag teams. Raw have Goldust and Stardust.
Of course.
Usos, Ryback, and I will put Fandango and Tyler Breeze together.
That would be very interesting.
On SmackDown, I have Lucha Dragons, Ascension, Los Matadors, and Slater Gator.
Very nice.
Which I would work more with Slater Gator to make them more of a team than being a big joke.
Right. On Raw, I have Goldust, Stardust, the Cosmic Key over there. I have Kofi and Big E as a tag team. I have Miz and Ms. Dow as a tag team instead of individuals.
That works.
I have O'Neal and Slater Gator on Raw. On SmackDown, I have Diego and Fernando. I have the Usos. I have Harper and Rowan still together. And I have Sin Cara and Kalisto, the Lucha Dragons, is the only team I pulled up.
Okay.
4 and 4 there. Yes.
Does work. For the women now. On Raw, I have AJ Lee, Nikki, Naomi, Alicia Fox, Charlotte Flair, Tamina, Rosa, and Summer Rae.
All right.
And on SmackDown, I have Paige, Brie, Cameron, Natalia, Layla, Emma, and Eva Marie.
See, a lot of yours are like swapped on the women. Some of the same people,
Yes.
but I flipped them onto a different show.
That's funny.
Raw, I have AJ.
Uh-huh.
I have Brie. Have Cameron. Have Emma. Have Layla. I have Natalia. I have Tamina. And I have Sasha Banks.
Oh, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
The
The
boss.
boss. That's right. Don't mess with the boss.
No, that's the
On SmackDown, I have Paige, Alicia Fox, Nikki, because see, I'm looking at Paige and AJ need to be split apart.
Right.
Brie and Nikki need to be split apart as
Right.
well.
That's what I did, yes. Cameron and Naomi, I split them apart.
Right. I have Cameron on Raw and I have Naomi on SmackDown. So there you go. I have Eva Marie on SmackDown. I have Summer Rae, I have Rosa, and I have Charlotte. So I have a good mixture of women that can actually wrestle and the not so good women that can just
Right.
lose to everybody. So that's how I did that.
All right. Now, for my announced team, I would go down to 2 people.
Very good.
3 people? No, 2
No.
people. I'd have Cole and JBL on Raw,
Very nice.
and Tom Phillips and Jerry Lawler on SmackDown.
Now see, I could pull this out of the hat because I didn't even think about the announced teams. On Raw, I would keep it with Cole and Jerry Lawler. And on SmackDown, I would do JBL and Byron Saxton. I like Byron Saxton. He's pretty good. Pretty good.
He is pretty good. I mean, that's true. I mean, I could
And I
have
wouldn't-
written Renee. I mean, give her a chance.
And if I was looking at ring announcers, I wouldn't fire Justin Roberts. But okay.
No, that's true.
Stupid people.
Now, what I would do is I would make 2 more titles.
Right.
A television championship that I don't think W ever had a television
I don't
champion.
think so.
And a light, bring back the light or cruiserweight, whatever you want to call it. Bring
Right.
that back in because you have both.
Right.
Now, the heavyweight title will be defended on both shows.
Yes.
But Intercontinental and TV would be only for Raw.
Right.
And US and Light would only be for SmackDown.
Very nice.
The tag team titles,
Both
both
shows.
shows. The Divas, both
Both
shows.
Exactly.
And that's, I mean, that would work. mean,
I didn't
that would
add
work.
any belts, but
Right.
I would do IC on Raw and US on SmackDown, and then the other titles, the World Tag and Divas, be on both shows.
Right, I mean, that's the only way you can do it, I mean, because you don't have enough tag teams.
Right.
I mean, Divas, you don't want to bring another belt.
Right. They did it before. It was horrible.
The champion can go. Leave the ladies, don't bring the ladies. Have AJ face somebody from Raw, and when she's on, if you have her on SmackDown, have her face one of the SmackDown girls. Don't bring somebody from Raw to SmackDown, and that's same with the middle belts either.
Yep.
Because it'd be just a pain in the butt and don't make any sense.
Exactly.
But that's just the champions.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
But I mean, I think it would work.
It could work, and it would give opportunities because, like, even on my list, you got people like Ryback, R-Truth, Xavier Woods, Darren Young, Bo Dallas. Just those 5 people on Raw aren't getting any opportunities.
But I was thinking about that. Yeah.
No opportunities.
That's why I would take Raw and Superstars,
Right.
and those be together. You have your
Right.
Raw wrestlers on Raw, and you have your Raw wrestlers on Superstars.
Exactly.
And
More
I'll
than
take
2 matches.
SmackDown and main event.
Exactly.
Don't mix them. So if you're watching main event on the network, you get SmackDown people.
Exactly.
And if you're watching Superstars on the network, you're getting Raw people.
Exactly.
So if you can't use them in the 3 hours, which needs to be 2,
He does.
you put them on superstars.
Exactly.
You can build storylines that way, same for main event and
Yep.
SmackDown.
But even at the same time, like I said, those Xavier Woods, Ryback, R-Truth, Darren Young, Christian, well not Christian, but Bo Dallas, those
Right.
6 names right there with the combined rosters, they don't get opportunities.
No.
So with the split roster, you get more opportunities there. Plus you got on SmackDown, Tyson Kidd, I mean he's doing his thing, but it's not as big as it could be. Then you got Zack Ryder, who ain't doing nothing. Curtis Axel, who hadn't been seen since Ryback got injured. And then you got Justin Gabriel and Adam Rose. You can actually give time to these people instead of just saying, okay, go out there, have a decent match, but you're still considered a jobber.
Right.
Okay, let them go out there and have decent matches, and they can lose 2 actual jobbers and build these characters back up again.
Because I did a little card,
Right.
and I used everybody on both my shows.
Very nice.
So you had 8 matches on Raw and 4 matches on Superstars, and I did the
Very
same for the and pretty much the same for
SmackDown and main event, yes.
and you had everybody who's on your roster got used.
Yes.
I know it's a big deal for the writers to have to write all this stuff, but hey,
Right.
what you get paid for?
Exactly.
Make your product better.
Amen. I mean, and that's why I think the
That's
brand
why
split
we
works.
do this stuff.
Exactly.
Because we want the product to be better.
We may sound like we're complaining all the time, but we're really not. We just want things to get better. And I understand, I even read this thing where Jim Ross was saying, why is everybody complaining about, oh, well, Sheamus and Usos were in a 6-man tag this week and last week and next week and this and that and the other. Now, I get it. There, back in the day, you would see people that were back in the older eras that would wrestle over all kinds of town. You'd see Flair and Steamboat wrestle every town for a whole year.
Right.
Okay, and it wouldn't get old. Okay, but at the same time, the wrestlers we have now are not the same type of wrestlers that were back then. That can make a difference.
And I don't care if they do the 6-man. Just make it make sense.
And let bad guys cheat to win a 6-man.
Hell yes. How many
Only
times?
faces win 6-mans.
If you're having Sheamus taking on somebody, that person needs to be on the other team.
Yes.
Don't just throw this tag team, this person together just to face these other people. If they're not fighting, if they're not feuding, they don't need to be fighting right then.
So like right now with Sheamus and Rusev now starting their thing.
Yes.
Sheamus and let's just say the Usos again, whatever.
Well, the Lost Matadors got to win over the tag team champion. So
Well, there you go. Throw them three
Sheamus and the
Lost Matadors taking on Goldust, Stardust, and Rusev.
Mhm.
That makes it different. It's still a 6-man, but you know what?
But you don't have to do.
If the bad guys lose, obviously Rusev's not going to get pinned, but it would make Rusev look good to destroy one of the daggone Lost Matadors.
Yeah.
Or both of them.
You're
And pin
right.
both of them at the same time. But, I mean, there's so many different ways they could do things. There's so many different opportunities when you have a brand split because you have so much more time to invest in those individual people. And, I mean, when you have a combined roster, you only think about 5 to 8 people, and that's all you think about at all times.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, you just throw them in there to shell out product and, oh, the network, oh, Kane's movie, oh, the bunny, oh, this and that. It's just to look at product. It's just to sell product. They need to look at the wrestlers as not just selling product. They need to look at the wrestlers and say, you know what? Let's just make stories with this stuff. It's not just, oh, well, he's watching
It's
Kane's
not.
movie in the background.
It's not hard to do.
It's not hard to do. They did it with the Attitude Era. They did it before then. Because I'm not just harping on the Attitude Era. It's not all about the Attitude Era. They did it when John Cena, Randy Orton, and Brock Lesnar came in, and it was the 2002 era. Okay, they did it then. They did it before then with the Attitude Era. They did it before with the Hogan era. The Hogan era, there was all kinds of people, all kinds of characters, all kinds of situations. And they did have goofy characters. But at the same time, it was actually entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting back to it. But they're too much, we got to sell this, we got to do this.
Yes, and there's so many goofy characters they have, though, right now. You've got the Slater Gator crap being goofy with Hornswoggle.
What shouldn't be.
They don't have to be goofy. You've got the Fandango, he's a dancer. R-Truth is a dancer, he's a rapper. Then
I
you
don't
got...
see them, though.
Then you got Then you got the daggum Lost Matadors, and then you've got the Bunny and Adam Rose. I mean, it's just so many goofy characters. Great Khali, he just likes to dance.
Yeah.
There's just so many goofy things going on, and the only thing that's goofy that actually get over that people care about is Mizdow.
It is.
That's the only goofy thing anybody cares about.
It is.
WWE needs to realize that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed our big Halloween Spooktacular. Our first
ever
First ever.
Spooktacular, episode 33.
And next week on episode 34, we'll talk about our trip to see the show in Milton, Florida.
That's right.
And we'll get back to some being normal as we can be.
That's right. And all the little skeletons and the mummies will be gone.
I don't know. He may stay around.
He may stick around. I like Skull J.
Skull J may stay around.
Skull J's pretty cool.
But I hope you enjoyed this week. And like I said, we will keep doing this until we finally get it right.
And you know what? Next week, we're going to be talking about the letter we received the other week.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go into detail about that letter, and we may just have an answer for the man.
Well, if you look on our YouTube page, you may know what our answer is. So.
There you go.
So I hope everybody enjoys it, and I thank you for watching our big Halloween Spooktacular for the 3 H's and China Cabinet.
That's me.
Thank you again, and see you next week right here on YouTube for Top Rope Reality.